Next thing I know, I'm jumping out a shorty window in front of a bus stop full of people, son.
Yo, y'all should do a podcast for real.
Yo, but like, what would we call the podcast though?
Boy, I don't even know, but it got to be something that represents us. Look, man. So here's the thing.
Yo.
Yo. Yeah.
What's going on? Welcome to another episode of So Here's the Thing podcast, episode 86, I believe.
86 of them things.
Yes, sir. Episode 86. This is brought to you by Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? Dragon Ball was released in 1986. A lot of us grew up on that, you know what I'm saying? That breath, Dragon Ball Z, GT, and all of that. So, you know.
GT no longer canon, but I appreciate it.
Word.
Oh, it's my episode. Quick mental health check. How y'all doing? How's everything going with y'all? Dre, what's the vibes?
Good, man. Feeling good. Birthday was this weekend, so, you know, had a good old time. Tired, man, but, you know, just blessed to be here. And
Absolutely. How old are you now? If you don't mind me asking. 30. My man finally hit the 30 club.
Yeah, pushing that 30 now,
this nigga
man.
body gonna go to shit next week. He gonna realize.
Already started.
Told you by Tuesday your knees gonna hurt.
Yo, Stairs, how you?
Everything was good. I had a rough day, but knowing that I had to come here to par with my guys, you know what I'm saying, put a little joy at the end of the tunnel for me.
That's what's up. JP, you straight? I'm gonna be honest. I had a lot of things on my mind this week, and I just been waiting to get here to come talk to y'all about it. To be honest,
saying, bad.
But let me ask y'all this. We gonna start with this. I'm gonna have a conversation with y'all, but this conversation is for the ladies. To the ladies, excuse me, not for the ladies, but it's to the ladies. I got questions to y'all, and I'm gonna ask two men to answer them. We gonna figure it out from there.
Sound like a safe space.
This is gonna sound crazy, and maybe y'all can help inform me. But ladies, I need to know what happened to regular weaves.
To regular weaves.
Like, I've had women in my life. I've paid for hair. A little pack of hair to do some braids and shit used to be like, a couple packs of hair was like $30.
Yeah.
Now they need to transition to this bundle shit where it's like $400 for these shits.
Yeah.
Where is the regular weave at, and why they can't use that no more?
Damn.
I don't know.
Hey, man. All I know is, I mean, I can't speak to where the regular weave is at. But I definitely did pay like $600 like a month ago for my shorty to get her hair done. So
see what I'm saying?
So although I can't speak to, you know, how it used to be and all of that, my pockets are definitely feeling it. So you know,
in 2015, that shit would have been $200.
100.
I don't really understand it, cause it's like they got that synthetic shit. Then they got the shit that look realistic.
No, that some of it is human hair.
But then it's like I don't ever understand. I never had the privilege to do that, like to purchase hair. So I don't know. But I do realize that
by not having the privilege, did you mean your girl never asked you, or you just never offered, never gave a fuck to do it?
all of that. All of that. Nah, I always been, you know me, bro. I'm always if you ask, I do it. But I've seen the prices of hair go up, so I never offer.
That's why I stick to nails now. Like, you want your nails and feet done, I could do that. That's manageable.
Lie, bro.
All right. Since we here, let's move on. What the fuck happened to the price of nails?
Yeah,
nah, that's crazy too.
Them techs got real specific on the shit they do.
Nigga, back in the day, you used to send you used to say your girl get a mani pedi with the little foot massage and all that. At most, that was like $60.
And the eyebrows too.
$60.
Now they go to different places for different shit.
Facts.
My nigga, the last time I went to send a girl I was dealing with to go get her hair, nails, and feet done, my dumb ass still thinking it's $60. Like a real nigga, I sent her $100 thinking I'm like, oh, you could get lunch too. She was like,
said get lunch.
this bitch gonna say, so just get my nails and eyebrows? I was like, how much does this shit cost? Then she started breaking it down. She like, yo, my nails gonna be like $1 off rip.
Yep.
My feet, I don't do nothing crazy with my feet, but I do get a quick pedicure, so that's gonna be like a good 65.
Yep.
What is there to do with feet?
I don't know, bro.
Like the nails on your hands, I get, because you could get freaky with the design, but your toenails ain't long enough for you to play with. Like
maybe
that.
they charging them extra because you be seeing the little Asian ladies rub their calf. Maybe the higher up the leg they go, the more it costs.
Like I don't understand the nail shit. I don't never understand because that shit going up, bro.
Bro, my pedicure used to be $20 for
Facts.
pops. $20, that's it. Now that shit is like $60, like $5 for just the bubbles they using and all of that.
Well, since we on this topic, let me ask y'all: where do y'all stand as far as men getting pedicures and manicures? Like, is that the thing that's constant in your lives, or what's the word I'm looking for? Routine in your lives?
Yeah, that's been something I've been doing since a long time. I think I said it before, but my uncle BJ, he put me on to basically this taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that includes making sure your nails is dirty, not making sure your nails is dirty. Obviously, making sure they clean, make sure your feet look presentable and all of that. So that's been a regular occurrence in my life. You know, people used to make fun of me for it, obviously back then. But we're in a way different space right now, so like, you know, people don't really have too much to say about it. I think it's pretty normal now, actually, and a lot of people are catching on to it. But I've been doing it for early.
Yeah, I used to do it periodically. My mom's actually, that used to be our little bonding thing because she used to do her nails in house. So she was like, she had the kit, she do all the cuticles and all that shit. And my girl now, like, we used to go together, but I don't like her tech. Her tech fucked my shit up a couple times. Like, gave me hangnail shit. That shit hurt.
Yeah,
I just stopped going to her. But it's real hard to, like, find a consistent person. But I love that shit. I just don't like the smell. There's two smells I don't like. That acrylic nail polish shit. I don't like that smell. And laundry detergent. Like the burning of the fabric softener. Hate that shit. Shit give me a headache.
I'm not gonna lie, like, unlike y'all, I was one of those heathens that was out here not getting manis and pedis for a long time. Well, I still don't get pedicures. I'm weird about people touching my feet.
I'm extremely ticklish.
I'm not ticklish. I just don't like people touching my feet.
Nah, nigga.
So I don't get that done. But I started getting manicures when my daughter got of age to get manicures, because that's something I would do with her.
Yeah.
But outside of that, before that, I'm gonna be honest, I used to just cut or bite my own nails, and that was just the end of that.
I'm about to say, I hope you grooming your own feet at least.
I wash my feet, bro.
Get you a little manicure, you know what I'm saying, a little manicure set on Amazon, get right, bro.
Nah, I wash my feet and then I cut my toenails.
Yo, let's go on
man.
let's go on a podcast out and get our shit done together.
No.
Said no.
I don't see a reason to need to just see you and Dre feet.
Nah, mind your business. Mine's in the water over here. We just there together.
Talking.
I mean, look, man, whatever. If y'all want to do it,
dog
that's
from
fine.
the nail salon.
Now, that'll be hard. That'll be
You
hard.
feel me?
Because I definitely got questions I got to ask them.
They ain't gonna understand you.
At all. They ain't gonna get nowhere in that conversation.
I always wondered that too. Like, it's certain like races and shit that just corner certain markets. Like the Asians definitely held that shit. I mean, I see a lot of black techs now, and I see a lot of like Spanish tech, like Latino techs and shit coming up out of nowhere. Even here, like in the studio, it's a few like black nail techs and shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like that corner just been, but like ran by the Asians for years. Like it's like in comedy and culture and all that shit. I always been wondering like
That, cleaners.
the barbers for the Spanish people.
Gas stations. Like,
Oh, the Indians.
So the
Yeah.
Indians, yeah. Yeah, we should stop before we go down a path.
Nah, I don't think it's offensive when you stating things that
not
are
at
true.
all, I think. Yeah.
It's offensive when we said they only could own
Yeah.
Chinese restaurants, cleaners, and laundromats.
Well, I feel like a Chinese restaurant should be ran and owned and operated by Chinese.
Absolutely.
Bro, I told y'all one time, I forgot what state I was in. It might have been Florida.
Oh,
and I
man.
saw a Mexican in the back. Nigga, I went to, it was in Jersey. There was a black girl at the front taking my
Oh,
order.
yeah.
And I almost left.
Nah, I stayed. Cause she got my order right.
No.
And she got them right. I don't know if she understood that they was talking about her behind her back.
I've never successfully had like a great Chinese food restaurant outside of New York, like the usual suspects.
Nah, it's
but
very
like,
hard.
It's
It's very
very
hard.
very hard.
That's how I feel about pizza.
The real Asians come here first.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about pizza outside. I'm not going to say New York, but the tri-state.
Oh yeah, Connecticut crept up.
Maine got good pizza, I heard. But like outside of the tri-state area, horrible.
You think all right, so I'm just asking this shit. Is it availability or comfortability that, let's say, black girls before now, but like our moms, our aunts and shit, they went to the Asians because, was it availability or they just felt comfortable letting the Asians do it and be real skeptical about other races doing their nails and hair and shit?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I think the situation was more. I think there was always people like our people, like black people or people of color, doing nails, but they were like doing shit out their crib. No offense, but the Asians came and they always had a brick and mortar space to go to.
Yeah. Showcase their shit a little better that way,
Exactly.
Yeah.
and they could pull the walk-ins.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
right.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's a availability to me. Like that's what was immediately there. Obviously, you don't want to go in somebody's crib that you don't really know like
No,
that and
yeah,
all
you
of
right.
that. So yeah,
The same thing with hair. Cause like outside of the few people, like, cause white, black, Spanish, not really Asian, but white, black, Spanish, they always had salons. At least in New York, in the New York area,
And who do the Asian hairs?
they have their own hair salons. We just don't see them.
Ah, yeah.
But that's why I said, like, from what we seen predominantly, it's like white people had their shit usually somewhere in Manhattan. Black people, Spanish people had their shit uptown, Brooklyn, whatever the case may be, and because of that, and because those institutions were always there, that's what people go to, and you see people very rarely stray. Like, it's crazy because like I see people women do different things with different races. Like, every woman I knew growing up, they got their washers set from the Dominicans, but if they wanted braids, they go to the Africans.
yeah,
Yeah. Even now. That's just still
same
now.
thing. Yeah,
Like, my
Crazy.
mom's not letting an African lady wash her hair. I don't know why. She also not letting a Dominican either, so there goes that.
Who wash her hair? She come pre-washed?
Yeah, like all those, you know what it is? Yeah, she do go pre-wash.
Oh, she just go get a blowout?
The natural like people, they very weird because they got certain products that not everybody carries, so they go to like you either a natural hairstylist or they do it themselves because of that, for that reason. Because the Dominicans use a lot of products, I heard. The Africans be too rough on your head, I heard. These are those things, I heard. I won't know. It's like us. We ain't going to no random barbershop. We be like, damn, son.
Well, since we here, let's talk about that. Y'all go to black or Spanish barbershops? Or whoever.
You can't talk because your pops cut your hair your whole life.
Yeah, but I can't.
So that's a black barbershop.
When I be out here, I'm still strictly black. I go to all blacks. I went to a Dominican one time. I went to Lex's barber, pushed my hairline back, so I never went back there. But I legit got trust issues because, like you said, my dad is my barber, so like, it's just been him my whole life. I remember when I was in college, like, I used to go home on the weekends just to get my hair cut. Like, I wasn't letting nobody touch my hair, but now it's like if I'm in an emergent situation, I really need to get one. There's a go-to one by where I live, and they all black or whatever. So I know them and they do good work. But other than that, it's really been my dad.
Funny thing is, that is a comfortability thing for me. An earlier question when I asked about comfortability versus availability. If I'm being honest, I'm comfortable around the black barbershops because 9 times out of 10 I understand maybe 95, 97% of what's going on in the store. I could tell if this a real barbershop establishment. I could tell if it's a front, all that. But if I'm in a pinch and I need to say I got to take a flight next day or some shit, I know it's the poppy open and they gonna stay for the bread.
Yep.
Whereas the black barbers that I've been around or the establishments that I've seen, nigga, if it's a certain time, shit stop being a barbershop, and then you really assed out.
I mean, my experience has been opposite. Like at this point, I go to Dominican dudes that cut my hair, but I grew up in black barbershops, and the one thing that you 100% spot on is black barbershops at some point in the night are not a barbershop anymore. Yeah. They open like a motherfucker. Yeah. But ain't nobody cutting hair. They rolling dice, they smoking, they drinking. Mm-hmm. They either watching the movie that'll come out next week, but they in there doing shit.
Watching the fight.
Now what my problem has been is, like you said, the opposite of you. When I go to the Spanish guys, they'll stay. No, they'll be like, hey, look, I leave at 3 and that's it, or I leave at 5. Like maybe they go a little over if they got a late cut, but if you come in during the time they supposed to be off, that's it. Mm-hmm. In the black barbershop, I've walked in while them niggas was having a fight party, not realizing nobody was cutting hair, and my dude was just like, I'm a little twisted, but I got you if you need it.
Word.
Yeah, you sat there at your own risk.
Oh, I didn't stay. Like I told them I'll be back tomorrow.
Or they just upcharge you if you really need to get your shit done.
Yeah.
Though, like during COVID.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, them niggas went stupid. Here's what I learned about the Dominican thing too. This is why they cornered the market, I think, because they way more organized. Like the black barber shops I've seen, maybe they do gotta pay some type of overhead, but majority of the bread the revenue that they pull in is theirs. Whereas the Dominican niggas I seen, all the money go pool into the business and then they budget down after that.
Okay.
Cause I seen like,
yeah, that's not all of them, but a lot of them do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like the ones I've been in, I seen like the barber I had, he'll write down whatever on a ticket, and I gotta take it to the lady or the dude at the front.
Yeah.
And then pay him and get the tip and bring it back to him.
Yeah.
But then like in my mind, that just to me registers that all the money pools into it's all money in, and then y'all split from that.
Well, that's the thing about those cash businesses like that, tattoo shops, shit like that. You got two ways of doing it. You can either pay booth rent or chair rent.
But I heard booth rent is illegal now. I've been seeing that in mad barbershops on the windows.
I don't know about that. I'm not a barber. I tell you right now, I don't know nothing. But like my barber, 1,000% pay booth rent.
Yeah, my dad make them pay booth rent.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I didn't hear anything about that being illegal, but
nah, I've seen it.
That's a standard business practice. What is illegal about that?
I don't know.
Maybe it became illegal, like to charge them a crazy amount. Like some people used to do booth rent. Some people do percentages, and then some people would do like you said, like if you come into the shop, you gonna get a standard pay. But the shop get all of the, especially in your younger years, like when you first become a barber, they do that to niggas a lot. Like they pay the shop and then you get paid from the shop. I'm assuming you looking it up. I
looked it up. Pennsylvania, Michigan, Colorado, New York, Virginia, New Jersey.
That's where.
Yeah, it's valid.
It's okay. Okay, yeah.
Oh, booth rent is valid in these places. I'm about to say.
It said permitted.
My bad. I gotta talk to my pop.
But I say your dad is
running an illegal business.
You need to chill out real quick.
But they gotta have an enhanced appearance business license to provide the booth rent shit. Other than that, it's illegal.
Yeah, because that just means when the booth rent is in play, that just means that the person who owns the shop is covering all the costs, supplies, all that shit. Like the rent
I thought about
of the place,
it too, like
all that.
I think about it too, like how, let's just say we got a business type shit. If I'm the lead barber and I'm pulling in the most bread,
not to cut you off, this is not the conversation I was trying to have, but I'm glad we're here.
Oh, my fault. We get off of it.
No. I'm glad we're here, but this is not at all what I was talking about today.
If I own a business type shit, and I'm not even if I own a business, if I'm a barber and I'm the lead nigga, let's say in that salon or whatever, not the lead, but the most popular, everybody come in for me, like I'm pulling it. I'll be tight if you don't cut as much as I do,
and we make the same.
And we make damn near the same. I'll be tight because I'm putting in like hours of work and labor and shit. But
that's the beauty of booth rent. Because if you can afford your booth, you stay. And as the owner of the shop, what you do is you charge a booth rent to everybody across the board, the same price, and that should cover all your overhead. And usually the owner is also a barber.
Yeah.
And all his bread just go to him.
Yeah, cause he cut like twice a week.
Some of them niggas got
they be working.
They got a lot of them got regulars.
I'm saying that's it.
Dre felt the way. He was like, "Don't talk about my dad like that."
Nah, he ain't taking no walk-ins. Like he got.
Oh yeah, usually the owner do not take, and at least from what I've seen, don't take walk-ins.
He's strictly appointments.
He got his regulars that come, and then the rest of y'all niggas
free game.
Go to one of them niggas.
Maybe if he feeling froggy one day, nigga, the owner of my shop just. That nigga go to church on Sunday, come in suited up from church, just look at the shop and go, "Y'all good? All right," and just leave.
I used to go to many barbershops, like when I used to have to try to find somebody to cut my hair. And I don't know, my mentality back then was like, if you're the owner of the barbershop but you're not the best barber in here, then like, you a bitch. What you doing? I don't know why I thought like that, but I just automatically.
I get it when you're young, but as an adult, you realize I don't gotta be best, as long as the best work here. I'm good.
Yeah, we went off on a tangent. My fault, God though.
Funny enough, I got more questions in the tangent.
It's how you.
Speaking on what you were saying, how do you go through that process of when you're in a new area and you're trying to find a new barber? Like, how do you vet? Like, while y'all think, I can tell y'all my process. I go into a new shop, right? I never. You know how when you walk in, it's the niggas who clearly got like 8 niggas waiting.
Yeah.
And then it's the niggas who got nobody waiting. You never go to those niggas. Mm-hmm. If you got nobody waiting, there's a reason for that. You stay away from them. What I do is I stay away from them and they go, yo, you need to cut? Nah, I'm good. I sit down and I watch the niggas who got a line or who got people, and I see how they cut other people hair.
Yeah.
And depending on how I view that is who I decide to go to.
Yeah, I mean it's basically kind of vetted too, and also just keep your ear to the streets. Like if you know people in the neighborhood that get their hair cut regularly, usually just you ask people that I know, like who should I go to and all of that, because obviously this is something new to me. So yeah, I think just keeping your ear to the streets and also just being observant while you're in there.
I try to look for the kids or the parents that's bringing in their kids. That's usually my telltale, along with what y'all say, because I definitely do the same. Mm-hmm. I tend to look for like little kids, because them little niggas don't keep their head still. You gotta have patience. Usual parents don't just trust anybody to do their shit, especially if it's like a dad bringing his kid, because that just mean like he just gave all kind of trust to this person. Like, hey, fuck my son head up. Now
let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever been referred to a shop or a barber, but you looking at the person hairline and go, "Nah, I'm good. I'm straight."
Yep.
I've seen what this man done to you.
Nigga, I was telling niggas like I battle with receding hairlines. I can't afford the fuck shit right now. Like that's why when I get a barber, I keep that nigga close.
Nigga said I can't afford niggas to make mistakes.
I can't just have niggas experimenting and one real bad haircut, I'm fucked.
I had more questions for women, but they don't seem fitting right now after this conversation.
Nah, get us back on track.
Nah, I'm gonna skip that. Let's go to something else. At what point in your lives, if at all, because Dre,
oh boy,
at what point in your lives did you realize, like, did you just ever have a realization, like, yo, I might be a piece of shit as a human, like as to women specifically, or did you ever have that thought?
I'm gonna be honest. That never crossed my mind. Like obviously being a piece of shit and stuff like that. We all know that relates to like this, treating women bad, cheating obviously and stuff like that. Bro, and I say it all the time. Even when I was cheating, it was a one-off thing. It was always one-off. It was never continuous and all of that. I always used to say like, yeah, men are dogs and all of that, but I'm a Yorkie. That's what I was back in the day. So I never.
Look, man.
All right, man.
No.
I ain't cutting no more.
Don't let him get away with that. Nah, did you just call yourself a fucking
Yorkie?
Yorkie?
Saying, bro.
Call myself a fucking Yorkie, bro.
I'm cool with you calling yourself a dog, bro, but pick a better one, bro.
I said a Yorkie because a Yorkie don't do shit. Like they just. That's
they
like
just
the
got
bottom.
A lot of bark, no bite.
Just the bottom of the.
There's other dogs that are similar, like a beagle,
like what, bro?
Like a beagle.
Can I be a lab?
That's even
You can be whatever you want.
I was alive, bro.
I don't understand
and
why
I'm
you
assuming
and
y'all
Yorkie.
was pit bulls and greyhounds and shit like that.
Nah,
I say all of that to say, man, I really didn't
Hold
never
on.
consider
Hold
myself.
on. Hold on. Who did you think about as the pit bull and who did you think about as the greyhound?
What, just now?
Yes. Because you put one of us with each of those. And I want to know which one. Word.
Hey, man, sitting to my left, I would consider this man the pit bull.
I don't even know about dogs to really know why that's offensive. I just feel offended. I really know why, but I don't give a fuck. If you said greyhound, I'd still been offended. I don't know what that means.
I just feel like you
Ain't
know,
greyhound a little chasey behind the woman shit?
Yeah, I picked the wrong dog. I meant to say Rottweiler.
Damn, that's That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like,
Oh my God.
I'm next to a pit bull and a Rottweiler. Yeah.
Alright, so Dre never thought he was a piece of shit even when he was out cheating. Fucking around on mad bitches. He didn't give a fuck about none of that. Stiz, did you ever have that realization or thought?
Good and goddamn well, no, I did not, bro. It came
Never?
Nah, bro. Realization brought me to have that thought, like having conversations and realizing that girl calling me a piece of shit, a toxic piece of shit to be exact.
But that's a realization.
That's when, but until like I never sat to myself and say, yo, I might be fucked up.
My question was, when did you have the realization?
Yeah, but I was never really convinced, is what I'm saying. Like, she just saying that based on her experience. I don't think a pool of women's gonna all agree. So I never really was convinced.
Do you even believe the pool of women won't agree?
Do I believe?
I know women who just listen and never met you and agree.
Yeah, but I guess today, man. Now, I definitely changed, though. I definitely changed, but that realization, like when they brought it up, I always be like, yo, what make you say that? And then they'll ask me like, yo, why you treat me this way, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, because you let me.
Did you just say because she let you?
Yes.
Piece of shit, man.
Wait, so it's her fault that you treat her like shit
See,
because
but that's why I never registered, because in my mind, you let me do this to you.
you need therapy, sir.
I started, bro.
He said, I
I think you need therapy, sir.
Nah, for real, bro. When did you realize, nigga?
I think I had my first realization when I like it was after I had my daughter, but like not immediately. But probably around the time she was like 4. Around that time when me and my baby moms was going through it, where I wasn't speaking to her, and I realized I can't not speak to my daughter's mother. Like it would look weird to my kid that me and her mom don't speak. Like around that same time, I had the realization. Like I started thinking about like just shit I was doing, and I was like, damn. Anything that I'm doing, would I want anybody to do that to my daughter? And then I started thinking about my sister, my aunt, my cousin, my uncle. These are all the things that I was like, yo, I'm really not a great person at the moment. For clarity, I didn't stop doing any of the shit I was doing at that moment. But I did realize like this, that's when it first hit me like, yo, this is really affecting people. And I wouldn't be mad if one of them had a nigga like me in their life that came and pressed me about it.
Yeah, that. Go.
No, go.
Well, now I was gonna say that's what kept me like my whole life. Also, just to kind of have a level head and just try to be a good person. Like just looking at my family, looking at my mom, looking at my aunt, and all of that, like you just said, and talking to them and seeing the way they would want to be treated, and all of the advice that they gave me, that just acted as a motivation for me to just try to do the right thing. Somebody posted something the other day on Instagram, and it's so true. Like staying faithful is the hard part. Cheating is the easy part. Like give me the challenge, nigga. That's all I'm saying. Like
I disagree. Cheating is very hard, bro. Cheating is very hard. That's why you don't do it no more. Nah, I'm dead ass. Because you gotta maintain. That's one thing I could say if you want to talk realization. I realized how much happier. Remember I was telling you the other night at the party?
yeah,
how much happier I am not having to worry about looking over my shoulder, getting caught. Like that realization's pretty new to me, because I've never really like had to not do that. So it's just like I've always been in that position where I had to maneuver certain ways. Like me and you talk about it all the time. Like certain girls couldn't hang out together type shit based on how we met. Like this nigga got a girl, I want her sister, her cousin, her friend. Now I can't bring my real girl around because that could fuck it up for everything. Like it's like we had too much of that. So a couple years ago, I've been mindful of things like that. Like, yo, bro. Like even with my friend's girl, like you see how I am with a yellow girl. Like I'm like present my best self because I want her to understand. Like it's gonna be a time where we may not be playing or may it be playing with my actual girl or whatever gonna be around. So I need that representation that I've put out there to be represented for real. Yeah. And it's not like y'all going home and go, yo, ain't he fucking with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we want to talk like real realizations, I've had that a few years ago where I'm just like, bro, it's just better to just not do that shit. And then you add in the fact of like what y'all said, like your moms and your sisters and your aunts and shit, like, damn, I shouldn't be doing this or things like that. It's just like you just want to be a better person, I guess, for karmic reasons.
I mean, at the end of the day, all we could do is grow. And as long as niggas had that realization at some point, except perfect niggas like Dre, I guess.
Oh my god.
Oh, one more thing to add. One more thing to add that brought me to that realization is the thing I've always said before too. And this relationship I got now is the only one that, not only, but she's one of the ones that keep me in that light where it's like, don't get it fucked up. I'm being cool now. I'm being faithful now and I'm happy and we good. But if you play with me or I feel like I'm being played and you not heeding to my things, now I'm just, it ain't nothing for me to go back in my mind. Till I realize I'm about to be 40, so I can't just be going
I was
back.
just about to say, do you feel like that's fair? Because that sounds like a threat. That sounds like being your best behavior or else.
Nah, it's never like that. Because I'm the same way back.
No, I know you. I know it's not like that, but I'm telling you how it sounds.
It sound like that.
But that's what I'm saying. So to clear that up, it's never like that. We had this conversation all the time. It's never be on your best behavior type shit. I don't ever want it to mean that way or come off that way. It's just a realization like, I know what you're worth. You know what I'm worth. Let's treat each other as such.
Now, with that mindset, does that leave room for mistakes to happen?
Of course. Of course. But that part of that is understanding, like, not understanding, but part of that gives opportunity for conversation for real. Like, real genuine conversation. Like, hey, what were you thinking when this happened? What is your mind state when you made this decision? As opposed to before, it's like, oh, this nigga, oh, she doing that, so she probably out with the next nigga. So your mind don't even communicate that or register that to have that conversation. Because in your mind, it's always on go type shit. You feel me? So it's like now, my mind frame and that opportunity for that conversation is there. So I'm like, if something do happen, it's a little funny, we could just have a conversation and get up out of that.
Well, speaking on this topic a little bit deeper into this topic, y'all ever been in a situation where
like that
you got somebody snitched on you for old cheating? Like you in a whole new situation. You living your life, and some of your old work is now out airing your dirty laundry about past shit that don't even matter. Just to besmirch your character.
Did I ever have that? I don't know if I can't recall a time if that ever happened. That's that Deborah Lee shit. Where she was just out talking about the Stephen Hill shit or whatever she was fucking with that nigga.
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about.
Might as well fuck it. No, I only bring that up because me and Shorty had that conversation the other day.
Tell me about it so we can talk about it.
Nah, because she said we had a conversation about whatever's done in the light will come to the dark. I mean, whatever's done in the dark will come to the light. And then, same time, and I could be fucking the names up, but I think it's Deborah Lee, the BET lady, and her old boss, they was messing around.
I thought that's a totally different thing.
No, hold on, cause
now I know what you're talking about.
That nigga was chilling, and out of nowhere, she just wrote a book. So now, whoever didn't know about that shit, now his whole shit is public. Cause I ain't know they was fucking around. So he was chilling on whatever island he on, whatever life he living, and now he got an answer to that shit.
I mean, she was just speaking her truth. I guess they would say, but it's just unfortunate that when people like we encourage people to speak your truth and kind of like let go what you holding in, but it's freaking unfortunate when your truth involves other people and it may implicate them for something.
That's what I'm saying.
Bad. So
I ain't got nothing against her. Speak your truth, my mama. I'm just saying, like from my mind state, if I'm just chilling. That part of my life is done. I assumed it was done for you as well. We both moved on. We good. We both landed. And now you telling your truth, which fucks me up.
Yeah.
I got two things to say about that. Off the Deborah Lee situation, I don't give a fuck if it's your truth. Don't cheat. Don't talk about old cheating and shit. Like, don't tell about my old work when we not even together no more.
Word.
Like, nigga, tell everybody I ain't shit when I'm with you and ain't shit.
Right.
Don't let me be happy somewhere else and then you tell people I ain't shit. On that particular situation with Deborah Lee, though, what I'm going to say is this. It's unfortunate for him that she's doing this, but this is why niggas gotta be very mindful of this power dynamic shit. Niggas is getting knocked left and right because of this power dynamic
that
shit.
Me Too shit?
Yeah, kinda, but it's also the thing of, because I don't think he fucked up for opportunity. Like, he didn't give a. The problem is you're her boss, and you fucking her, right? And even when she like, as she stated, because now I know what we talking about. When she stated, when I no longer wanted to do it anymore, I didn't felt like I had the voice to say no because I didn't know if my job would be in jeopardy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Or I don't, even when they finally did break it off, she was like, I had to be uncomfortable because now I don't know, the lines is blurred. I don't know if my advancement or non-advancement is all based on how he feeling about me at the moment. This is where that power dynamic shit is weird. So motherfuckers got to be very careful about that shit out here.
100% agree.
But again, with me, keep my old shit over there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, remember the Method Man and Wendy Williams? Like, that nigga was chilling.
What she said?
Nigga, she just was randomly talking on some Wendy Williams shit. Salute to the legend, by the way. Just about how they had dealings. Like, I think she, like, necked them or some shit. Crazy shit.
Wow.
Like, this happened a couple years ago. Like, 2 years ago, bro.
Wow. Yeah.
And it's just in the news. This nigga Meth is just married, just chilling.
Nah, I think I must be misremembering that, because I don't know what happened, but I remember her saying something regarding his wife, and his wife was sick at the time.
No, that happened too.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of a different thing.
That
then.
happened as well.
Cause I'm like, I remember
they
that
had beef
happening.
and shit. They had beef behind that shit. I think he had words with her behind that shit. But before that, it was like she was on some radio show. I think she was on her radio show and told a story about Wu-Tang days type shit. Crazy. Wild shit. I don't like that shit. Keep, like he said, keep my shit.
Or at least just like use fake names and stuff. Like, just try to cover it up.
Or do what I do. If they come and ask, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I don't know. Because I ain't out here just telling people about old work. That look crazy to me.
Right.
No, you're doing the right thing, but
But speak your truth.
Nah, again, not on me. Not, bro. I promise you, this podcast blow up. I don't know none of y'all bitches.
I definitely don't know shit. I'm praying that.
Don't tell nobody we used to do nothing, because I'm gonna say you're a liar.
That ass. They gonna say some shit about me.
You nigga, us. Oh, we are gonna be the face of the Me Too movement.
Once they start putting them dates together.
Oh, timelines are the worst.
Yeah, once they start putting dates together. I've been surviving on 6 months.
Out of the things that's gonna come out, how fearful, like, because the truth of the matter is, I think we all secure in our relationships to the point where we don't care about like people saying how bad we was back in the day, cause we all know we was wild and we was doing wild shit.
Yeah.
How fearful are you of women coming out saying shit like that nigga come fast, he ain't shit in bed and shit like that?
I ain't that fearful, bro. I tell you right now, 7 minutes strong. I've been like that since I was 17.
I think I'm good.
Nah, I'm good, bro.
My Yelp rating was pretty good.
Nah, I'm a smooth 8.
Love yourself, King. You were 8.5.
Nah, you know.
He said, nah.
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. No, I ain't. I'm a solid 8 on a good day.
That's what y'all honestly
and I was
rate
giving
y'all,
myself a
what y'all
0.5.
honestly rate yourself there?
Of what? On what?
Just you. Your looks, like, you know. I guess the things women rate us on and stuff like that. Like, what do you overall just rate yourself?
Yeah, but it's weird. Cause like it depends. Like, there's a group of women. I think I'm a solid 8. There's some women I know I'm like a 6.5, 7. And then I know there's the whole group of women and I'm like a 5. And that's okay with me.
Yeah.
Cause being a 5, I pulled 10s. So I'm cool.
Yeah, I think I fall within that 7-8 range. Like I'm confident with, you know, my background and all of that and people and stuff like that. I could pull an 8. I pull an 8.
Pull an 8?
Yeah,
Or what are you?
I think of myself as an 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm around that 7.5, 8. Damn, an 8 across the board.
Yeah.
But I do agree. There's a group of people I'm out there like a 3.
And that's okay.
I can still pull them though.
Facts. Yeah. I always say to those women that think I'm like a 5 or a 3 or whatever the fuck you may call it, put them in a room with me for an hour.
That sound crazy.
Word up. That dude sound crazy. So you gonna come out here?
Give me the opportunity to talk to them for an hour.
What the hell did he do to you in there?
Word. Give me an opportunity to talk to them for an hour. I think I changed the narrative a little bit. Now, back to my question though about being fearful of what people gonna come out and say as far as you in bed. I only got one thing to say. Back to what I said prior to the old bitches. I don't know none of y'all, so don't bring none of my shit up. Also, don't get mad at me that your pussy was pussying. That's your fault. All I did was show up with the dick I had since I was born.
My only fear with that dealing with y'all niggas, honestly, is that I know one of y'all is gonna respond to the allegations.
What allegation?
Whoa.
No. If something hypothetically was to come through, like somebody talking shit or trying to jeopardize shit, I just know one of y'all are gonna respond and possibly make it worse.
You know what it is? First off, Dre, just say it.
I was literally gonna ask which one of us you think gonna respond.
Jermaine gonna respond, make it worse. Like,
it's all depending on if it's on text, on social media, or if it's live in person. That determines all that. Because if it's in texting or social media shit, I got some time to cool down. Because I might not be in the texting area type shit.
Yeah.
If you say that shit to my face, and you saw what happened when Treasure was here.
Yeah.
For me, it depends
she
on.
had 2 seconds before I was like, hold on.
It depends on something that was said. It depends on what's said. Because a girl saying like, "Oh, I fucked him. The shit was trash because he came fast." I'm gonna be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it sound like that.
I can call character witnesses for me taking too long to come, coming too fast, coming just right. That sounds crazy, but whatever. Like I could call character witnesses for that. That won't bother me.
Okay.
Now, in your words, allegations, I am saying something immediately.
funny shit. Let's get real.
Yeah.
Have there ever been a time where you've had in your past where somebody could remotely feel like an allegation could come up? Have you ever been in a situation like that? Like I shared my wild situation that we cleared away, and you know allegations coming.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Snoop, you still a wild nigga for that boy. But
I think we talked about mine on air.
We did.
When Shorty just said I called you and said I hit her.
Oh, but nah, she can't do that. We cleared that up then too. That's wild.
I shot my suit. Shorty.
Cause I always think about like that. Like, you know, I mean, we going viral now and shit. Like, I always think about those moments. Like, we ever pop up somewhere, I got on like a mink or some shit. Who won't be the one to throw the red paint on me and why? Like,
well, Peter.
Yeah, but
Peter's gonna be the one to throw the red paint on you.
But that type of shit, I always think like, cause you gotta be mindful who you standing next to, right? Like we all grew up with each other type shit for the most part, but we all live completely different lives, got demons of our own. Mm-hmm. So I always be fearful, like, damn, so I blow up with this nigga. Am I sitting next to like the next OJ? And he ain't tell me. You feel me? Like, I always think about shit like that. Do y'all ever think about shit like that?
Interestingly enough, no. Like, I've never thought about that. Like,
and outside of us three,
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't never think about that with us three. But I think here's what I do. I'm very loyal to my friends, but I'm also observant of my friends.
True.
And I tell that story about one of our friends that we used to have, about how we was, again, this was my best friend for a long time. Mm-hmm. And we was chill, we was cool, we kind of grew distant, but that was still my mans until one day me, him, and a shorty walking up the block. We going somewhere, and shorty's like, you know, she doing shorty shit. She being annoying, but whatever. And I don't know what she said to him, but I just turn around and this nigga is holding this girl's face on the ground. And I'm like, I pushed him off. We get into a tussle and whatever, and then I'm like, once I saw that he was capable of that, I removed myself from that. Like, that's what I do. I don't sit and wonder. I observe behavior, and if you give me behavior that indicates that type of shit, I remove myself from it.
I think about it. I think about that all the time because I'm just comfortable and I know that I don't know everything about
your friends,
about my friends, and I'm okay with that. I can, knowing what I know about you guys, about my friends and stuff like that, I can kind of gauge the maximum of what you're capable of, and as far as like a situation would go with you, I can gauge that. So if I'm still around you and all of that, that means that I trust you, and I don't think that it will ever like get to that point. Like, I don't see you in that light, but also, like I said, I know I don't know everything about y'all. Like, everybody has secrets and stuff like that eventually they'll come out, whether eventually they won't come out and stuff like that. But that's what everybody, man. Everybody got demons. Everybody got skeletons.
Yeah, I always think like that because you are who you stand next to. So.
That's facts. Okay, I saw a meme, and I want to know y'all thoughts about it. Shorty, it's a shorty. Shorty said, "Yo, if you sending me," she said, "You sending me $20 for lunch? Are you crazy? Are we in high school?" What is your thoughts about that as a whole? But while y'all think about it, I'll tell you my thing. I have sent many women money for lunch at work. The average I send is $25 because what the fuck are you eating for lunch? That costs more than $25. You at work, in my mind.
I mean,
so
go ahead, yeah.
So no, I'm just saying that to say, like, to me that post came off wild ungrateful.
Yeah, that's the first thing that pops up in my head because first of all, I don't have to send you shit.
There you go.
That's just bottom line. I draw it there. I don't have to send you anything. So be grateful for the $20. But also, as a person that did used to work in the city, $20 don't go a long way. It don't.
Where are you eating, Dre? I work in the city every day.
$20 don't go a long way, bro.
Yeah, you said it don't, right?
Bro, I used to eat where you ate.
Yeah, I used
but
to eat
where y'all
all
eating?
the time, bro. You got to stop at Starbucks.
Yep.
You gotta get a drink. That's you already $6 deep.
Is
in
that
there.
lunch?
That's a part of, yeah, that's usually part of your lunch, yeah.
Y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all,
You know what I'm
apparently
saying?
y'all was bougie ass motherfuckers. I work in Midtown, like fucking 8 blocks from y'all, and I can go outside with $15 and be fine.
Yeah, $20 was okay when we went to McDonald's and Wendy's.
I didn't go to
certain days.
McDonald's.
That's
nigga.
it. Then that's when we was making this terrible decisions. Like,
Nah, cause the bottom line is right. I ordered a salad the other day. That shit was $18.
That's $20.
nuts.
Nah, I ain't get no
You
drink.
gotta
nothing.
get it.
Bottle of water, $2.
Nah.
Just say that y'all niggas want to be extra, like for real. Like
But-
just
no,
say that y'all
no.
want to be
I
extra.
don't want to be
son.
extra, but I stand with y'all saying $20 should be enough regardless.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I said my minimum is 25 because I'm counting 20 for the meal and 5 because sometimes bevs could range from 2 to 350 or some shit like that, depending on what you drinking.
I personally agree with y'all and say it comes off ungrateful because I could take that 20 and add a little $5 and make a meal out of that. Depends on whatever. Like my girl, when she sends 25. I like it because first off, if you just send me lunch, especially if I don't ask, I just find that to be the darnest thing because you just thinking about me on a random ass middle of the day. And I appreciate that. So send that. I appreciate it. If I don't even eat lunch, sometimes I go like Chick-fil-A, whatever. You know, already know Chick-fil-A is $17 split.
Yeah.
Automatically.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk in.
Yeah.
And that's just that. So it's like I appreciate the $20. I love it. Send it. That shorty, she tripping, man. Like, no matter where you work. If I had a Chinese store around or some crazy shit, then $20 is a little too much, to be honest.
Word.
But yeah, I agree with y'all.
Yeah,
I don't know. That shit just pissed me off.
Yeah, I hate seeing those type of memes, and they're just like, there's a world. There's a
But
whole.
back to your original thing too, bro. Like if you just want to just say, "Hey, baby, take this 100 to go to your nails," like she already know that ain't gonna cover shit, and you ain't know, cause you thinking it's to get both them shits done, right?
Yeah, but at what point is it your job, if you are gonna do the nice gesture, to do the research to actually know? It don't got to be exact, but close to the amount to send.
I don't think it's your job. If you're just doing it as a gesture, I don't think it's your job.
I honestly disagree with that. I think if I'm gonna do whatever the gesture is, it don't got to be nails. Whatever the gesture is, if I'm sending you to do something and I'm paying for it, I think an extra step of that gesture is let me actually see how much this costs so I can accurately pay for it.
I agree.
No, I agree with that. I'm not saying like it's your job.
But that's what I was saying.
No, what I'm saying is I agree with that particular point. But if I'm just saying out of nowhere random, I could just afford 100 to go to your nails, then I'm gonna just send 100 to your nails. That's all I could afford. So
No.
I know it costs more, but here's the 100 that I have.
But see, to me, that's two different things. What I was saying was, originally what I thought you were saying was, if I'm sending you 100, I'm sending you the 100, and then I was referring to, you know what it costs. What you're saying is you made it clear, like, I know it costs more, but this is what I got. You didn't make that clear at first. That's why I'm like, people should look into shit, because I would get annoyed. Not that I wouldn't be appreciative, but if you send me some shit or send me to do something, like point blank, if my shorty sent me $20 to and go, hey, get a haircut, I'd be like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this $20?
Yeah,
But
that ain't doing nothing.
If she goes, hey, yo, I'm just sending this $20 to go towards your haircut, that's a different thing.
Words matter.
sure.
Last thing I want to get into, since we talking about this type of thing, I saw another meme where a dude was like, yo, he was talking to a bunch of women about how women always say, yo, men are supposed to provide and protect, they whatever. And this man said something and it really struck a chord with me. He said, God calls for you to provide for your wife and to your family, not just some bitch I'm dating. And it struck a chord with me simply because I started to realize, at least in my opinion, a lot of the women that I'm seeing on social media, not in real life, because a lot of the real life women think this is dumb as hell. But a lot of the women I'm seeing on social media have platforms stating shit like, if we're dating and you can't pay none of my bills, why are we even dating? And my whole thing is, why is it my job to provide for you and I just met you?
I agree with you too. I try to practice that. I've tried to practice that in past relationships and stuff. Well, not even past relationships. Really, just this one. Like, this is the one where I really find myself like taking the providing part like serious. Like, cause this is the person that I want to be with. So, based off on my beliefs and stuff like that, I do think that it is best for the man to do that. But, speaking to the other part of it, the protect part, I feel the responsibility to protect all women. Like, that's just me just taking it to...
Oh, yeah, that's why I didn't even speak on the protect part.
Yeah. But, I see that. But, yeah, if you just... Somebody that I'm dating and stuff like that, I don't know where this mindset came up. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do this. I'm not doing it. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm not knocking no nigga that's doing it. If you can afford to do that, that's fine. But my biggest problem is with the women who have this mindset, like, even to date me, you're required to take care of me. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not supposed to do a damn thing. And it's hard to do that. As far as the providing part go, it's hard to ask somebody to provide for you when they got to provide for themselves independently. If you was living together, like in your situation, that provide thing works because providing for you in parts provides for myself. Y'all eat the same food. Y'all share the same household, whatever. You got yours, I got mine over here. Providing for you might shorten my provision over here. So is it fair to ask for that? On top of the protecting thing, I agree with y'all. Like, I just try to protect everybody I'm around, and everybody I love. So ain't really much to say there. With the provide shit, it's wow. Like, to expect that is crazy. Especially if we ain't even living together. Like you too, bro. Like, you in a situation, like if the provision is part of the conversation, it benefits you as well.
I really and truly would love... I want to hear what y'all response. Like, provided we were all single, right here.
Right.
What if you were on a date with a girl and she was just like, "Yo, you ain't gotta pay all my bills, but you gotta contribute to my bills just for us to continue this"? How would you react to that?
Take her right back to her house.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, same thing. This ain't gonna work out for me. That's just an instant turn off.
And y'all cool with the shit that women, the say. What's the sayings? If you broke, just say that.
I'm broke.
Yeah. Said that long time ago. I ain't got it.
You know what it is too? Facts. I'm down. I'm cool. Way cooler now. In understanding that I'm not for everybody. The nigga
Facts.
you looking for ain't me. And I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I hope you find him. And I'm gonna take you home. Cause you can't say I left you on the side of some street somewhere. I'm gonna take you home. And good luck with your life. Peace, love, and blessings. Cause like we said earlier, I could pull another one.
Absolutely. Sound like another one, man. Definitely want to let us know
that shit.
Let us
the
know.
last couple episodes.
I
What
don't
the
know
fuck
what the
is
hell
that?
of this.
Huh?
He been doing this at the end of all the episodes.
Sound like another one, man. We definitely want to hear from y'all. Hit y'all takes on some of the shit we talked about. Hit us up, man. Facebook and Twitter, SHTT Pod. Instagram, so here's the thing .pod. If the social media thing ain't your thing, so here's the thing at yahoo.com. Hit us, like, subscribe, all them things.
Yeah, man, we appreciate all of the feedback and all of that. I see the subscribers is going up on the YouTube. Y'all listening, so you know what I'm saying, keep listening.
We got like 18 now.
That's available at So Here's the Thing podcast. If that's not your thing, you in the office, you in the gym, you need something to listen to, we on all audio platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and SoundCloud, or at So Here's the Thing.
Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Stizzy signing out.
Stilo.
2.